Hello and welcome back to Jess Carter Limited Combos. And sorry for my subscribers for not doing a video for over a week. I have done a couple shorts, but it's been a busy week to be extremely honest, and I'll be filling you in as my subscribers in what's been going on in certain of my personal life with business and everything in later videos. But right now, today I'm going to talk about, first of all, I'm going to say, come on you Lionesses, well done, another final, and I'm hoping we can win. But before the game against Italy, there was something that kind of attacked me again, as I felt personally. It really felt attacked, and that was the airing that one of our players, Jess Carter, the central defender for England Lionesses, had received some social media abuse due to her previous game, and due to that she took herself away from social media, and possibly, although I'm going to put in there, although I recognise she didn't have a strong game in the previous game, it is not a reason for people to send her abuse in any way, and then to pick that out on her colour, that abuse makes it even double times as worse. Then as well, it could have been a lot of men as well towards a female, makes it even more worse. So for me, it was like a downer for me for the start of that semi-final, and it could have contributed to her even not playing a big key game for her in her professional career. We don't know, but the point of my video that I want to try and get on today is, do we really feel safer on social media than we do in public? And that's a question I'd like the people that are being bullied online or feel like they are receiving abuse online to ask themselves. And I would like the people that are actually doing the abuse and bullying online to actually ask that question to themselves. Because I think on the mindset, I've had a lot of online abuse. I've even had people from whatnot go and leave negative feedback on my Google business profile, which I see as racial abuse because it's due to the football cards and that kind of hobby. And that's what I believe a lot of these, which are possibly football fans, have that already intentional racism. So not all football fans are racist, but there are a lot of them that are, and a lot of them that connect themselves to EDL, who, although some people may say it's something to do with British, I see that more focalised on the cultures of the people they want in their country compared to what they don't want, than the nationalities of these people and what they look like. And as we saw, there was another something going on in Essex last week where they marched again to an hotel because someone was in there that had done some unspeakable crimes to children and deserved to get what he deserved to get. But then the other people that were in that hotel that weren't part of this were then dealt with abuse and dealt with the same as this disgusting person that has committed these crimes. But the point I was trying to make is, a lot of people are online feeling very strong with their opinions, but their opinion is very weak in a day-to-day life. So I'd like to think, maybe I'm putting percentages out of the area, but I would guarantee that above 50% of the people that sent Jess Carter abuse, if they walked past her in public, would not be saying these things in public. And this is where the problem is for you that is receiving abuse, because for me, I always look at it as, these people that say anything about me or try to come at me via social media, you're idiots. And when I look at you, I think you're idiots, because if I saw you on the road and it really got to that, I don't think you'd be carrying that same personality. You'd be wanting to call police. You'd be wanting to act like I'm the crazy madman. You'd want to walk away. You'd want to act all innocent. And your energy online does not seem to me like that's what you're trying to present to me. It seems like you're presenting to me that you could threaten me in your tone. You could threaten me via a group. And I'm thinking you're quite weak when I look at who you are, for starters, because that's something, as I say, we all have our own judgments of who people are from just an appearance. And we even, to the worst of situations, we have an opinion of someone just from hearing something or reading something. And what we read or heard may not be nowhere near the truth, may have some of the truth, or maybe all the truth, but we have no actual understanding because we've heard it and read it, and it's not 100% facts always. So when we understand that people have our own opinions, I'm looking at certain people that are trying to chat and thinking, you? Really? Have you seen yourself? Really? I may be just on my own and trying to like go away from that life where people see things, feel aggrieved, and you use one method or multiple methods, but all those methods result to violence. It's a complete different life when you're now trying not to resort to violence in your immediate reaction. So when someone is trying to come at you like that, it feels like that's what they're trying to do, like they're in public trying to attack you, but they actually aren't. And a lot of these people are actually weak, and that's why they're trying to do it on social media. But then we look at it and think, why does this happen? And there's a couple of things I think why this happens. Because over the last 10 years, a lot of the life has been focused on social media. And it's been longer than 10 years, but I say predominantly over the last 10 years, a lot more people are focused on the social media and promoting their lifestyle that they are living, or that they want to falsify that they are living. Or as we say now, a lot of us are online businesses. So a lot of us are on social media trying to give off an appearance, and that leads us to all start falling into what our false personas are that we are trying to input in to the world, because we are all very particular in what we put out in that sense. And even when we're not particular, we still make mistakes and show what we're really about. But people may miss that because of all the falsified lies that you've already put out there, because you've already built a personality of yourself. And even when it comes to like YouTube channels now, it's all about building a community and a social growth of subscribers and followers. But it's all about bringing a personality. Everybody talks about bringing a personality. Bring your personality, show who you are. And even if it's not completely you, be over exaggerately you in that sense, because it may be you, but you may be obviously acting a bit more because you are aware of the camera. And that's something, these are things that have been inputted into all of our lives. So it's something that I think we've built this ourselves. Obviously, the people giving us social media have built this, and we've kind of, as human beings do, take it in the wrong way, and we forget that people have built personas, and whether they're trying to attack you, a lot of these people wouldn't do it in person. It's good to know what actually people think, but then are you when you look at these pictures of these people, are you even talking to the person you think you're talking to? This is showing you that a lot of these social media bullies are actually weak people. And whether that be because they're bullying someone for their poor performance, whether they're bullying someone for their colour, whether they're bullying someone because they just hate the women's game. And that's something I'm going to talk about in my next video about men and women's football. But I think this point, because I wanted to focus on it, as I say, because it affected me, because it ruined the start of the game, the conversation of the game, when I heard that, and I was like, wow. Then she's dropped, and honestly, I'd be very straightforward, as I say, I possibly wouldn't have played her in the game against Italy anyway, but due to what happened, I would have felt kind of obliged to play her, because I felt like she'd gone through so much. I think they need to see this is our player. And I'm glad that the girls didn't want to take the knee. I'm so glad they didn't, because where's the protection from this? And this is the point I wanted to lead into. Social media's given us these platforms, and they give us this encouragement that the more you act like this, or the more you're like this, the more you'll get followers, the more you get paid for it. And then when we look at it, they don't protect people from these things, because I look at it on mine, like I look on my Instagram now and I go to my locations, and I don't know if it's since I started doing my YouTube channel that they have started to pop up, but I've started to realise that I started having a lot of tags to my location, and I'm thinking, I'm looking at these tags and it's just AI videos, and they just look weird. They're trying to mess up my social appearance, my social standing, because when you you can click on my location now, and if you see any of these dodgy AIs, report them please for me, because this is where we help take them down. But as I say, I've reported them. I've got various business profiles that I use, and I've reported them with all of them, and it's for spam, it's for false representation, it's for, obviously there's a lot of reasons. It's bullying, because you don't know me, you've never been to the location, you never supported me. Why are you tagging those type of videos that don't should represent my business to my location? I'm very specific with my location. There's no other reason why you should be tagging at this location. So it's obviously an attack of my social presence and my business profile, and trying to mess up my kind of sync. It's a form of bullying. So the fact that I've reported them with all these things, a lot of them are still up. Why are they still up? Why? I've reported them. They obviously clearly don't represent where they are trying to tag. Why are they still allowed to tag in my location? Why is it profiles that send you their OnlyFans and all these things with their spam profiles allowed to do that, and when you report them, you end up getting another one to somewhere else? How are these things allowed when you are reporting these things? How are people allowed to do fake ads of other companies? Like, I've seen Martin Lewis talk about those fake ads on Instagram and Facebook, and it took him an age, and it's only because he's Martin Lewis that he got his took down. But how many fake ads are out there on social media? And all these are forms of bullying and criminal behaviour, because people are trying to defraud and scam and attack people, because if someone feels defrauded from an ad, they then now feel attacked and bullied by someone that they don't even know, and they've been robbed by this person. So there's a lot to do with these people that actually own the social medias and how they help us protect. But also it's on us as ourselves to protect our own natures and understand people, idiots, fools, weak people that try attack other people online, and they do it in groups with multiple accounts that aren't actually theirs on a lot of the occasions. Ignore them and take them as they are. They are not normal civilians that you would interact with on a normal day, and then they're not someone that would interact with you. So take it as that. Block them, but don't take it serious. Don't take it serious, because they ain't nothing. And in the future, hopefully, because I'm now like a social media guy, I'd say I'm on social media, and I have had a few attacks on social media. I say hopefully in the future it comes to a point where you start reporting people, And these reports are actually taken into, looked into, IP addresses are looked into, and people are tracked. And these people that are trying to bully people with fake profiles or their own profiles are actually arrested for these things and actually are exposed to who they are and what they've been doing. Because I think that's the only way we're going to cut down on it, because I think there's a lot of focus on a lot of criminal behaviour, and some of the criminal behaviour actually doesn't cause any distress to certain people, and then there's a lot of criminal behaviours that cause so much distress to people that don't actually get looked at or actually talked about. So yes, I understand a lot of people talk about drugs and everything, and yes, I understand people shouldn't be selling drugs, but then people take drugs. It's like alcohol. People shouldn't be drinking alcohol, but people sell alcohol. It's the same thing. So it's just a different degree. It's a business that people have seen an opportunity with. Bullying people online is not a business, although people take it as their business. It's actually an attack of someone that doesn't deserve to be attacked, because you're attacking for an unknown reason on a lot of occasions. So a lot of the bullying resolves around prejudice and their opinion that they falsify in their own head, whether they think it's right or wrong, that they have of this person in front of them. And that could be the people marching down the road talking about they're protecting our English children from attacks of people, foreigners who are staying in hotels, who have come from a place where their children is getting raped. They're coming from a war-torn place. They don't even know this person that done this. They're coming and marching and attacking them. They're attacking young British football players who are doing extremely well in the Euros, and they're attacking her online because she had a bad game. And then you're not just attacking her, you're attacking the whole team because the whole team felt it, as well as you're attacking her race. You're attacking her sex. I don't even know what the comments were, but it was enough that I've heard that there was something to do with race. And I presume because she's a female footballer, there was something to do with her being a female footballer. And whatever it done, it made her withdraw herself from social media. She can't celebrate her victory and show her family that may not be around her that she's safe. And look, we're in the final because some idiot bullies who are hiding in their place, thinking they're tough. So yeah, just a little one on a little social media. And as I say, to protect ourselves now, realise that 90% of these people wouldn't say this thing to you in person. Yeah? Always remember, these online bullies don't usually use their profiles. So when you don't know who they are, why should you take any notice to it? You don't know them. You can't see them physically. So why should we take notice to these people? So yeah, and with the social media people, let's crack down on these online bullies. Let's actually look at the reports and actually track these people and highlight them. Show them to the world and make their everyday life be known for they are racist, they are sexist, they are prejudiced against gay people, they are this, they are that. Make us know, because you're telling us about all these other people that sometimes are irrelevant to our daily life. These people attack people in their daily life, and possibly some of them are you. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video and have a good day. SJ Cartier Limited Convo.